Hawaii is synonymous with beautiful scenery, epic waves, breathtaking sunsets, and a rich culture. But this island chain is also famous for something else. In Hawaii, it's often referred to as the Hawaiian steak. But finding a unique Spam meal on the island doesn't require a visit to a fancy restaurant. So what exactly is Spam? The kind you eat, not delete. And why is it so popular in the Aloha State? We traveled to Hawaii to find out why it has the nation's highest per capita Spam consumption. 5 cans of the stuff are eaten per person per year. That's about 6 million cans. Spam is more than 80 years old. It was first manufactured back in 1937 by Hormel Food Corporation, a company based in the U.S. state of Minnesota. The popularity of the ham-inspired canned meat product soared during World War II. That's when the U.S. military shipped Spam to the Pacific, where it was used to feed U.S. troops.
I think that's what really started this whole thing, bringing in this meat that didn't need to be cooked and didn't need to be refrigerated to be able to serve to people during this kind of a challenging time for Hawaii.
After the war, Spam integrated into the local culture and has held a special place in Hawaiian cuisine ever since. It's so much part of the Hawaiian culture that there's an annual festival celebrating the canned meat called Spam Jam in Waikiki. Local chefs and restaurants compete to create the best Spam-themed dishes.
The Waikiki Spam Jam is an annual event. We have a total of about 20 different food offerings, all serving different Spam dishes. Really, the whole thing is about creating an ambiance of eating Spam. What we're really excited about the Spam Jam is that it allows chefs here in Hawaii to be able to create dishes that they're not really able to serve to the general public.
Chef James Applicant steals the show at Spam Jam every year.
He's done quite a lot of events with the Spam Jam. James has been one of the most creative chefs that we have ever had in our event before.
Once you activate that rice paper, it makes it pliable. You just put it right down just like that. And the first thing we want to do is we want to take that beautiful Mongolian fried Spam, and we're gonna put that in. How I ended up at Spam Jam is every year we were challenged with how to make creative Spam, and 20,000 people coming, and they have to buy your dish, so it has to taste good. Want a little bit of color in there, so we're gonna take some local amaranth, that's from Mari's Garden. Each year I was just challenged out of the box to think crazy and innovative, but that crunchy, spicy, sweet, savory, umami pop, the perfect bite, and that was how I was challenged with Spam. We're going to take a little bit of shaved cauliflower with pickled red onion. I think if you have a perfect product and you get to be a mad scientist with it, I got the reputation of taking something like Spam and making it innovative and crazy and cool.
Chef Applicant's innovative takes on Spam stretch beyond his show-stopping creations for the Spam Jam Festival. To show us just how out of the box, or can, his approach to cooking with the food can be, He created a flavorful dish even most foodies would never guess was actually made with Spam.
So I basically took a play off of Vietnamese roll, very simple, that I love, and I kept the simple textures in there, but we took Kona lobster, kuhuku corn from the island, and the star of the show was the caramelized Mongolian fried Spam. And we kept the mint and the basil and the cilantro so people can identify, but with that truffle Mongolian glaze and the hearts of palm noodles, we kind of replaced a couple things, did layers of flavor, textural, but what made it super cool is we actually torched it and smoked it, and it blistered and charred, and it became something totally different.
Spam katsu breakfast sandwich, sunny side up.
Ooh. Food blogger Melissa Chang is a self-proclaimed Spam connoisseur. She not only knows where to find the best Spam dishes, but she also never misses Spam Jam.
Well, this is huge. For Hawaii residents, the Spam Jam is just a fun way to see new recipes for Spam, because we're always looking for ways to eat it at home, since we all have at least one can of Spam in our pantry. And for the tourists, I think it's a quirky thing to watch, because I think a lot of people from the mainland don't eat Spam, or they wonder what the craze is all about. Wow. It's messy, but it's so good.
To help us understand what the craze really is about, Melissa led the way to Hula Grill in Waikiki, famed for its Spam dishes.
So this is their Spam Locomoco, which is a riff on the traditional Locomoco, which usually has a hamburger patty. So instead of hamburger patty, they have the Spam and eggs and brown gravy. Oh, so good. You can't detect the gravy too much, but it does help it along. This is Spam fried rice, which is basically rice fried with cubed Spam and different vegetables, carrots, peas, onions. Spam, it does resemble ham a little bit. It's pink and it's salty and it's cured. I guess it tastes like most other processed meats. It's basically salty and meaty. That's why people who are athletes like to use it to refuel.
Salty and meaty. So what exactly is Spam?
Ingredients: pork with ham, salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrates.
But if you really think about it, it's ham. And if you really think about it again, who doesn't like fried, crispy, or salty goodness? And basically, that's all it is.
Spam is more than just a meat that comes out of a can. It's a product that is really part of the Hawaiian culture.
It doesn't look or taste like this Hawaiian Spam craze will wash away anytime soon.